Hello everybody, and welcome back to another part of our Empire Total War Denmark campaign. Hanover, who we've besieged, are attempting to break out with a reasonably large army. We do outnumber them, but they have a lot of horsemen, so let's get on with it and jump right in. I will skip out the loading screen and see you there in the deployment. Enjoy. Right, here we are on a snowy, slightly hilly and punctuated by trees German plain, North German plain to be precise. And the thing is, we have a tremendous amount of line infantry. Oh, and they can deploy defences. But as I was saying, we have a huge amount of line infantry, and they're huge to the point where it may even be slightly unwieldy. They may just to deploy them, it may not be too easy, so I might actually split them up. This is quite a good little position to defend, so I might have some veteran troops here. I've just had a great plan actually. So, no, that didn't work. I can't select troops. But as you can see, I have this this trench line. However, in front of that, I'm going to have these guys deploy some cavalry defences. Now, as soon as the battle starts, I'll probably retreat them back to, I don't know, here, and have them guarding the rear or something. But that will mean that they can't rush me with cavalry without taking some damage, which is good. I'm quite pleased with myself. I like that plan. So that's one group, and we have 7 more divisions with which we can play around with. Perhaps deploy them along here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we'll have these 4 probably. If I can align them correctly. Yeah, whatever, they can be a bit thicker than normal. Actually, hold on. These guys can cover here quite nicely. These guys cover there quite nicely. And then we can probably get 3 divisions out the front. Yeah, that's a lot better. And I'll have them deploy trenches there. Here's, I'm not sure about here. Do I want trenches or something else? I think for here, trenches, screw up trenches all round, and then pop Fjord Mill in the middle, our esteemed general, and we're ready to go. And now the first thing I want to do is ensure that these guys go back and begin to guard my rear. It's a relatively exposed position, this one, which is why I picked my best troops to go and hold it. However, it is, you know, it's a wonderful defensive position because they've got a secure flank and a bit of high ground. So I'm pretty confident that these guys can, I mean, even if they do, worst case scenario, get eradicated, I'm pretty confident that they can at least take an awful lot of them down. Awful lot of these Hanoverians down. So let's see what the Germans are doing. And there's a fair bit of manoeuvring taking place. People moving backwards, people moving forwards, horsemen, infantry. They do start with some guys inside the big square, but notice that there's no flag in the middle, so I can't I can't capture it. I can't capture the settlement as I could if I was assaulting it. I could go in the middle, and if I held the flag for, I think it's 2 minutes, I win. But none of that for this because they are sallying out to meet me. I'm gonna pump the speed up a bit until something of interest happens. Ooh, there's something of interest. Some gendarmerie, perhaps moving to attempt to flank. I don't know. I'm just gonna angle my camera to something a bit more favourable to view the battlefield. Okay. I'm just looking at the mini-map, and in general they don't seem to be moving up towards me a huge amount. But this is still very much early days. I don't think we've been fighting for 5 minutes yet. I think they might still just be taking their line regiments out of the forts. Can't be sure though. Still no major movement. But if the battle just draws out and nothing happens, I think, well, I certainly won't be forced to withdraw, and so I think then the siege just continues, and that's fine for me because if I wait long enough they'll surrender. Still a little bit of movement going on in the middle. Here we go. Okay, what's going on? No, false alarm. It would appear so. Oh well, nice hand zoom. Look at them go. Quite a lot. 8th Regiment per foot. Yeah, Hanover's sustained huge army throughout this campaign, and it's actually surprising me quite a bit how large their armies managed to be. I mean, I wonder what sort of financial position they're in. It can't be good. Still, they're just reorganising, so I'll await action. I'll be quite annoyed if they don't do anything, because I quite feel like a really big, high stakes, major engagement pitched battle, but looks like the Hanoverians might just want to look at me. They're still shifting men around. I'm not sure what they're trying to achieve. Bit of a mystery. Very cryptic moves from the Hanoverians. One thing I have just noticed is that it's quite funny that a nation whose flag is a horse has built so much cavalry. I say built, trained. I wonder whether that is something they always do, or whether it's a bit of chance coming to that. Yes! Yes, we have movement. From most of the line. All of the line? Looks to be. You know, this is where I really want some artillery, because I could just say, yeah, that's great, I'm just gonna blow you to pieces while you make up your mind about what you're gonna do, but instead it's kind of, well, they can wait, because this is a perfect battleground for artillery, really. I could pop a quick regiment there, and they could have free rein to just blast these guys as they approached. Okay, I'm gonna just increase speed a little bit, because they are drawing near, and the main part of the battle is about to happen, and I'm going to see whether I've placed all my people in a stupid position on whether I should have gone for a traditional battle line, or whether I was right to have these these two dug-in redoubts on the sort of little cliff hills. I've just selected everyone so I can see arcs of fire. We're going down to normal speed now. As you can see, oh, these guys are a bit. Oh, good heavens. Big movement, big movement. I think we're going to see some firing here at these cavalry. Here we go. Yes? Oh god, no, that's bad. I haven't put them very well. I haven't placed my troops very well, and so if you saw that first volley, actually just hit that snow. So, ooh, blimey. But the other ones seem to have done relatively well, apart from this regiment, which is coming totally unscathed. Okay, these guys are running away immediately. Okay, committing the reserves. Not really the reserves, the flank force. Okay, these guys should have no problem firing. I can tell that. And indeed, it looks like they've done a little bit of damage. Big Hanoverian cavalry offensive, I've got to say. Big Hanoverian push. And I've got to say, that's good on the AI. Oh, Gjordmild's dead. Heroic death for Gjordmild. Early Hanoverian cavalry offensive just slammed in. They actually broke through this first line, who are now a bit too far forward. Yeah, they actually broke through, and I had to commit my general's bodyguard there. Big early engagement, and that's exciting. That really is. And the Hanoverian cavalry are coming again. I haven't really positioned my troops that fantastically. Dicey stuff here. Still no engagements for my veterans though. They are still holding the line. How's this going? Apparently I'm winning slightly against these Hanoverian gendarmerie, but oh man, that's good. You know, oh god. My guys are coming a bit out of position here, so I'm having to run them back. Have them stand firm behind their trenches, because here comes Hanoverian, the mainstay of the Hanoverian offensive, the infantry. The thing is though, if you look at these guys, they have very bad shots. I position them awfully. But the Hanoverians are kind of presenting themselves a little nice now. Ooh, they could be heading for my veterans here. Bear in mind that the guys at the back don't have any defences at all. So things could get very interesting if the Hanoverians attack in force over there. Hanoverian gendarmerie still really, and the regiment forces as well, really getting stuck in here. I'm pulling into a square, but I think it might be a little bit too late. I'm pulling in my flanks, my left flank, which has effectively become my reserves, but that's opened up a huge hole in my lines. Very interesting stuff here, and they've attacked me in the back, but at the same time remember that the Hanoverians have taken major casualties trying to do all of this. Really major casualties. The question is, can they exploit the brief moment of disorder that I'm experiencing in my lines, and the brief moment of chaos? Can they get something out of this? Oh, they're charging me. I've got to say, this is an exciting battle, you know. Hats off to the AI. Really went for it, which I'm impressed with, you know. I'm happy with that. Hats off to the AI. They really, you know, they pushed the boat out. They needed to do something. And I thought especially in the early stages, they're not going to do anything. You know, they're going to sit tight and just going to shift their troops around. No, no, definitely not. Who's firing? Yeah, they are. Are they reloading? Okay, I'm going to bring them out a bit, just so they can actually fire, because currently they can't really. And that's no good. Oh god, gotta hurry up. Bring my guys up. Okay, well we've repulsed the main cavalry attack and pop these guys into a square. Oh no, 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 no. Because that's regular line infantry right there. That's no cavalry charge. This is a Hanoverian line infantry coming at me now, and they do outnumber me to win bayonets. They don't have bayonets, so these guys just get my old reliables here. Level 2 veterancy line infantry should be able to hold at least until reinforcements turn up and tip the balance. But as of yet, no engagement of my elite reserves, my elite, not reserves, second group. Even though they are actually, oh no, there is a little bit, there's a bit of engagement, I take that back. There is a small skirmish here on the flanks. That I'm redeploying to address. Likewise, I might put these guys along, see if they can't get a few shots off. I've done quite well in this firing exchange, just having to move out to the front of my trenches, but it's worked. And this video, you may have noticed, is a bit longer than normal, and that's because I no longer have time restrictions on my videos, which is an excellent result. I'm not sure exactly what the criteria are for that, but I'm pretty sure it depends upon you not having, I think it might either be any or like less than 3 copyright infringements, so like copyright claims on your account. You've got to have, I think, at least less than 3, but maybe even none. I can't remember, I think I still have like 1 or 2 from my earlier videos, so I can't be sure exactly how much is required, but you need not very many of those, so you don't use much like copyrighted songs, copyrighted film material on your stuff, and also I think you do have to have a certain number of videos and views. Again, I don't know any specific numbers, but I think it happened when I had about 27 subscribers, maybe about a couple of thousand, few thousand views, and I don't know, about 27 videos. So, you know, not a lot by any means, but I certainly was a definite uploader. I think that's it. You know, that it's not hugely a big ask to get these longer videos, but it's really good. You know, it's a great result, because a 2-part video, I mean, it's just kind of quite annoying, I guess, for these battles, because you want to see them in their entirety. You don't want to see one and then have to wait a week for the next part. And now you can see this, which is one slightly longer part video. I mean, I will probably keep to roughly 15-minute long videos, just because I think that's a good amount of time, and any longer it just becomes a bit excessive and a bit almost indigestible. It's hard to watch a half-an-hour video, especially when you don't have a huge amount of time. So I'll probably keep to roughly 15 to 20-minute videos, but you know, if there's a big battle or something, I'll probably include whole battles. So there might be a video part which is an entire battle. Speaking of whole battles, this one's practically over. Can't see many more Hanoverian forces on the field. There we go. Success. It was a bit of a clear victory, you know. There wasn't much of a... there was never a point when I was thinking, blimey, I might lose this, but the AI came out all guns blazing which I feel it did to its credit, because even though the balance of power was even, like 50-50, the fact that the terrain was massively in my favour and that I was able to deploy field fortifications effectively meant that the battle was pretty much over before it begun. I mean, the only conceivable way I think they could have won was being able to knock out one of my redoubts and then hit the other one, but they never put any real pressure on my veteran redoubt. And although I did really like the early cavalry offensive and I wasn't that well prepared for it, you can see I was still pretty easily able to deal with it. So it says a lot for the quality of Danish infantry with socket bayonets or ring bayonets or whatever one I have, but I think it's quite good that the AI was willing to be aggressive when it needed to be. So that about does it for this battle. I'll just check the stats and then that will probably be it. Yeah, we're not going to chase them down. Heroic victory, yeah. I probably could have chased them down with what was left of my general's bodyguard, Gjord Mild, of course, being killed in that early Hanoverian cavalry charge. So not all bad for the Hanoverians, but Gjord Mild was hardly a stellar general, so he's eminently replaceable. Yeah, I'm pleased with that, but I think there are certainly lessons to be learned. Like my deployment was sloppy, frankly, especially with one of my line regiments not actually being able to fire, but instead firing into the ground because they were placed too low down. That was terrible, and had that been, I don't know, a multiplayer game, or had I not had the benefit of field fortifications, I could have really suffered for doing that. That was a pretty basic error. So we can see the stats here. The Hanoverians only have about 200 remaining of their original 1600 troops. I lost 500 of my 1900 men, but one of them was my general, and thus I do lose the 19 remaining of his bodyguard. So not a total crushing victory, but it's definitely decisive, and if I haven't taken it already, the town Hanover will certainly be mine next turn. But I think that's a thing for the next part. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this destruction of the Hanoverian army, and I'll see you sometime during the week for some Dawn of War, or over the weekend for some more Empire. And I think next week's Empire will probably be a multiplayer battle, because I have one that I've been meaning to do, and it's quite a good one, I feel, and I haven't done one in a while. But thanks for watching this, and goodbye.